Mittens has come back in the form of Mittens Anish. I played against Mittens and then made Mittens play against itself. I cover both games in exactly 7 minutes and 48 seconds, so stick around so you won't miss a thing. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. So as you can see, I'm playing Mittens Anish, and I'm playing as white. I'm going to start off with the Vienna. He's playing the Sicilian. We're going to develop. Just going to follow basic opening principles. Probably I would prefer an open Sicilian, but since he played e4, I'm assuming he wants a close Sicilian, so I'm just gonna go and develop my knight, develop my bishop.
It was at this moment that he knew he up.
I'm gonna go d3. We're going to pin this bishop to the queen.
Oh no.
We're gonna start off with the Vienna. Just normal basic stuff. Okay. He wants to play Sicilian. Sicilian defense, hyper accelerated dragon, fianchetto, pterodactyl exchange variation. I prefer an open Sicilian, but we'll see what Mittens wants to do. Okie dokie, we're gonna take his free pawn. Even though it probably won't be so free. Yeah, it's fair. Oh, that loses a rook. Actually, no, it doesn't. Just lose a pawn. 2 pawns, actually. It's fine, we'll live. Let's develop our other bishop and prepare to castle. Well, we haven't had the best position from the opening, but that's fine.
Check out the big brain on bread.
Wow, I was not expecting. I guess this is the only thing we can really do is to go to a4. Honestly, I expected Mittens to be a little bit harder than this. When there's this thing called danger levels, as Levy likes to say, and in this position, instead of worrying about this fork on my pieces, I decided to play bishop d2, which attacks his queen. And if he takes my bishop, I take his rook, he takes my queen, I take his queen, and it ends up being a lot better. I think that if we're going to look over back with the engine, that's going to be the top engine move, but we'll see. I'm playing h5 to play h4 to hopefully capture this, unless he moves his king forward. He does not, but
Yeah, buddy!
Guys, we can do this. We can do this. We're just gonna keep. Yeah, there's nothing we can really do about that. I mean, he doesn't even take my free pawn. Wow, that disrespectful. Because it's checkmate on the next move. Next, I made Mittens play against itself. This was an insane game that went on for 108 moves before. Well, they're gonna have to stick around to find out. So let's start off. It started off with the Roy Lopez opening with the Morphe defense. Mittens decided to trade off some. Mittens built a good center with black. Speaking of which, we should probably flip, go to white. Mittens built a strong center with black, and then decided to trade off the light squared bishop. If a person trades off the light squared bishop, they typically want to put all their pawns on light squares to make up for the loss of the light squared bishop. So Mittens trades, attacks the center, castles. He trades off the knight for a bishop, which is typically a good trade in most scenarios. They move more pieces. White fianchettos their dark squared bishop, and then here Mittens was just an absolute legend. He was given the en passant, and he took it. And honestly, I don't even know why I'm like super like happy about this. Maybe it's just because like I rarely get that opportunity in a game, and Mittens was given the opportunity, and he could have played any other move, but he played the en passant. And as you can see, the computer position on the left, position's fairly equal. It's negative. It's slightly in White's favor, but not by a lot. White blocks with c3. Black moves their rook over. White moves their bishop back, and then White trades off the dark squared rook. White trades off the rooks, both rooks, and now we're in endgame where the position is not exactly dead equal, right? So right now Black is slightly better because Black has slightly more active piece activity. This dark squared bishop is staring into its own pawn and not really targeting anything. This white knight is not targeting too much. I mean, it's defending this pawn on e4, but it's not doing much per se. Black has a lot greater piece activity, but Black has doubled up pawns, which will be worse for them in the endgame, and White has a passed pawn. So we'll see what happens. Black wants to open up the position. White slowly advances their pawns. White does, with this move here, White had the opportunity to capture and open up the position more. White said no and wanted to close the position. Black continues to want to open up the position with the capture of the pawns and the queens. And then White captures this pawn on g5. After that, I continued to let them play for a couple more moves, after which I decided to end the game after this position here because Black will eventually promote these pawns after a matter of time, and there's no point in continuing on with the game. If you enjoyed this video about Mittens, then I'm 100% sure that you will enjoy this video here where Martin, believe it or not, cheated. And no, that is not clickbait.